Hey everyone, welcome back to another pitch meeting reaction video. We got ourselves Thunderbolts pitch meeting. I saw the Thunderbolts with my family and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a really good Marvel movie that they had came out with recently, and very curious to see what Ryan has to say about the movie. So let's dive right in. As always, link will be in the description down below for the original video. Please go show love and support over at pitch meeting, and don't forget to like, subscribe here. It really help me out. I really appreciate it. Let's go. Spoilers ahead.
So, you have some new Marvel for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's time to put an end to Phase 6, or 5?
We're still in phases? I don't know. Like, I feel like they kind of gave up at some point.
I think it might be 4. Is it 4? Maybe it's 5. You know, nobody knows for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, now,
I don't think anyone knows for sure anymore after so many flops recently.
I have to say, things have not been super great around here recently.
Yeah.
And I have a little bit of fear that my butt might be in danger. No worries, sir. This is going to turn all of that around.
Fair.
It's called Thunderbolts Asterisk. Asterisk? I just
What?
said I'm afraid my butt's in danger. No, like an asterisk, like a little symbol. Oh,
I didn't even know that was part of the title of the movie. Okay.
Wait, why would we put that at the end of a title? Because there's gonna be a big twist at the end where it turns out this team we're following in this movie, they weren't the Thunderbolts, they were the new Avengers. Oh, that is a nice surprise. Thank you. I'm gonna tell everyone as soon as the movie comes out. What? So
Yeah, that kind of happened. I thought that was really weird. Like, they announced it in the movie, that towards the end of the movie, that yeah, they're actually the new Avengers, and they get that title as the new Avengers. And then, like, but literally when the movie came out, the next day, they go around, like, on the posters, removing Thunderbolts off of the posters and putting new Avengers. It was like, dude, you could have just waited, like, for, like, because, like, not everyone saw it, the midnight release of the movie, like.
So what happens in this thing? Well, Yelena's doing missions for that Valentina boss lady, but she's sad because she feels like life is meaningless. Oh, has she not heard of money? Because that's what gives my life meaning.
All right.
Right, I shouldn't say just money, also things. Yeah, right, well,
Okay.
I guess she hasn't heard of money or things, so she's sad. That is sad. So Valentina sends Yelena on a new mission, but she's got something up her sleeve. Is it elbows?
Huh?
Technically, yes. I knew it. But also, she sent all her field agents to the same place to have them kill each other. Uh-oh, which agents? We're talking frickin' Ghost, U.S. Agent, Taskmaster. Oh, Taskmaster. You know, I've been wanting to see more of Taskmaster on the big screen. Yeah.
Have you? I'm kind of,
Yeah, so Taskmaster
50-50.
immediately gets shot in the head and dies.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens.
Oh my god. So all these characters are fighting, and they accidentally let this character Bob out of the container he was in. So he's like, hi, I'm Bob. That means nothing to me. But then it turns out this room's an incinerator, and Valentina wants to burn them all to cover her tracks. How do they figure that out? A 2-minute timer appears, and it starts getting warm. Probably shouldn't have put a timer on the
Yeah.
wall for the
I didn't think about that. They shouldn't have put a timer on the wall.
incinerees to see. I guess this was a timer that she also wanted incinerated? That makes sense.
Okay.
So does Ghost go through the wall and let them all out? Well, actually, Valentina has this sound thing installed to stop Ghost from doing just that. Very smart. Gonna be tough for them to get out now. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because see, the power source for the thing is in the room with them, so they destroy that and Ghost is good to go. Probably.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have designed that as, like, because that's a major flaw for when you're trying to cover your tracks.
We shouldn't have put that in the room with them. I guess
Yeah,
this was a power source that Valentina also wanted incinerated. That makes sense. So then there's
oh my god.
gonna be this thing of, oh, is Ghost gonna come back and help them? But then she does. Okay. And then one by one, each character has a moment almost exactly like that, and they escape. Sounds like they're a reluctant team now. That's exactly what they are. Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
Wow. But then Valentina and her team are there, so Bob sacrifices himself so they can escape. Well, that's nice of him. Turns out he's freaking bulletproof and he can fly and he's got a bunch of powers. Oh, he does? Yeah, we'll get back to that later. But then
it's a lot of crazy powers.
Red Guardian shows up and picks up the team. How does he know where they are? Well, see, he's a limo driver now, and he was driving Valentina around and overheard the whole plan. Valentina doesn't vet her drivers at all. Not even
Apparently not. Right?
a little bit. In fact, his limo company's called Red Guardian Limo Service.
Right, I forgot.
Literally the superhero name of the father of one of her main operatives. Yeah, she should have caught that one, but she didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he picks them up, but then they all get apprehended by Bucky. He's from like 8 other MCU projects.
Yep.
He sure is, sir. And in this movie, he's a congressman, but he doesn't like it. How come? Because it's stupid, and he...
Yeah, it's really random that they had him go that route. Like, very random. Be honest.
Prefers punching things. That makes sense. Why do you even do that in the first place? Unclear.
Yeah, exactly. Unclear. I think they just, I don't know. I think they just did that because they didn't know what to do with him. They didn't know what to do with him after Falcon became Captain America instead of him. You know, like...
But he also wants to stop Valentina, so he joins the squad. What are they, some kind of suicide squad? For
That's a funny comment, actually, because that's the vibe I got from the trailer, is that, like, this feels like, the Thunderbolts feels like the Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad.
Legal purposes, no, they are not. Right. Well,
right,
it'll be nice to have a super soldier serum guy on the team with the...
There's technically so there's 3 people with super soldier serums.
The other super soldier serum guy and the other super soldier serum guy.
Yeah.
Making it a 3-pack. So now...
Yep, exactly.
Bob is with Valentina because she wants to make him into a superhero she can control. Okay. But the thing is, he doesn't even know how to control his powers.
Yeah.
So what does Valentina do? She tells him, hey, learn to control your power.
Yeah, that's all she does, really. Like, she tries to convince him that she believes in him and she trusts him and everything, just to try to egg him on to work for her. But he has no self-control of the powers yet. It's very random. Also, she did it because she was on a time crunch.
And he does that pretty much immediately. Well, okay, that was pretty straightforward. It was. And the thing about this guy that we're just going to kind of explain right before it happens is that he's got a god complex. So she compliments him, and that means she's in control of him. Just like that? That. So she calls him Sentry, and when the team shows up to stop Valentina, he kicks all their butts. Oh boy, a very powerful former Bob. But then he realizes, hey, why am I listening to this lady? And he turns her on. What? Sorry, he turns on her. Oh,
It's just, the what?
Makes a ton more sense.
Yeah.
So Valentina's assistant uses a kill switch on Sentry, and her and Valentina get out of there. They don't stick around a minute to make sure he's actually dead. Well, listen, sir, nobody's ever done that in a movie, and we're not about to be the first.
That's very, very true.
Good point. So anyway, turns out that this kill switch triggered something inside of Sentry and turned him into this dark, shadowy, void version of himself. Oh, I have one of those following me.
What?
Around. Really? Because this is like a metaphor for depression and whatnot. Oh, mine just tells me to do things. Say that something is
I was not prepared for that.
tight. Something is tight. What? Anyway, so this
Ryan.
Void character starts attacking everybody in New York City. I mean, if people are still living in New York City at this point,
Right. Like, seriously, like, so much goes on exactly in New York, and like you're still living there. You're just asking for it.
They have, like, no self-preservation instinct. Yeah, so he starts turning all these danger magnets into shadows. What do you mean? Well, it seems like they're dead, but really they get sent to these shadow places called shame rooms. I've got one of those set up in my basement. If you know what I mean. Gross. So
Gross.
Sent to these places where they gotta, like, relive their worst moments. Uh-oh. So Yelena and the team voluntarily go down there, and they find Bob. How? By finding Bob.
Yeah, they just find... I like the way he said it. By finding Bob. Hang on.
And they find Bob. How? By finding Bob. Nice. So Bob's...
It's the way he says it, the tone. By finding Bob.
Starts, like, beating up his shadow self, but it's not working. So what do? Well, the team all gets together and give him a big hug and tell him that he's not alone, and so that calms him down, and the day is saved. So we're doing 2 movies in a row where the big main conflict is resolved by getting somebody to calm down a little bit. That's right, and then...
Oh, yeah, that's technically what happened in the Captain America movie.
And Valentina presents them to the press as the new Avengers. Amazing. So what do you think? Well, I mean, technically this is an Avengers movie, so technically this is gonna be a monster at the box office. The biggest we've seen in a while.
They're saying that it's below Captain America Brave New World, but I could have sworn I heard eventually it did more. I thought it did better in the box office. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check.
Hi, this is Ryan George from The Thing You Just Watched. Please enjoy this slideshow from The Thing You Just Watched.
Okay. The shadow one of him. I don't know why I hit stop recording. I meant to click over here. Oh man, that was funny. Yeah, a lot of that stuff was pretty hilarious. Like especially why was the power source in the room when they were trying to torch him and like get rid of all the evidence and everything. Like it was like a lot of it was pretty hilarious. Even just reference to saying Bob. And yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about that there was technically 3 super soldiers on the team. You know, that's pretty nuts. But let me know in the comments down below what you all thought of this pitch meeting and the pitch meeting reaction. And link will be in the description down below for Pitch Meeting's channel, along with the video I reacted here today. Please go show them some love and support. And catch you all in the next either Pitch Meeting reaction or whatever video I come up with next. Later.
Tight. Something is tight. What? Anyway, so this freaking
Ryan.